Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. This is my last video for 2021. How insane has this year been? Like, it just flew by so quick, but I feel like that happens every year. So anyway, I am just so grateful to have like another year here on YouTube. I am so happy to have each one of you subscribe to my channel and just always leaving sweet comments and not just being kind to me but to each other as well. So yeah, this video I am actually going to be sharing my beauty favorites for the entire year of 2021. So there are quite a bit of products in front of me, but nothing too crazy. I try my best to keep this as compact as possible. So there's like a couple skincare, makeup, fragrance, a little bit of everything. So if you want to know what were my top favorite beauty products of 2021, then keep on watching. Now the first things I'm gonna start off with are some tools that really helped change my makeup application game. I don't know where these have been all my life, but I am so grateful. And the first one is these Amazon powder puffs or velour puffs. I'm not sure what they're called, but they are super cheap. You get a pack of 6, and I have actually washed this and reused it already, and it's totally fine. But this actually just makes my face look airbrushed every time. This, I don't even use beauty sponges anymore, not even gonna lie. I only use these because I like the way they are shaped, and like you can fold it into this wedge and you can really get into the corner and just press in your powders. I'm telling you, this leaves my skin so smooth. And I also keep one in my purse like whenever I'm wearing makeup, because I just find like I sweat a lot on my nose, so I just take it and it just soaks up that sweat. Because I used to carry around a sponge, but I find like it would remove my makeup. This doesn't do that. It has this kind of, is it a microfiber material? I'm not sure, but it's just magic. You need to get this. They are super cheap, wonderful. And the next tool that changed the game for me is this Huda Beauty Face brush. I believe she launched this with her glowish line or something, I can't remember, but oh my god, y'all know I don't splurge on brushes. I always like to keep things affordable when it comes to my tools, but this was definitely worth it because it has this dense kabuki top, but it's not like too flat. It's almost kind of like a dome. When I tell you, this buffs in my foundation better than any other brush that I've used. I love my Real Techniques one, don't get me wrong, but this one just looks so much smoother and just more airbrushed. I am obsessed with this thing. Like, I really need to get like at least 2 more of these because I use this so often. Clearly I used it today, it's dizzy. Moving quickly along to skincare, my number 1 moisturizer for the year, and I think probably for the rest of my life, is this one right here from Farmacy. This is the Honey Halo ceramide moisturizer. I have been loving this so much. Like I'm like midway through this jar and I only opened this like a couple weeks ago at best. Yeah, this is so nice and hydrating. It feels like a veil of moisture when I put this one. Honestly, it's so thick it feels like a sleeping mask. So I use this mainly at night, and ceramides help to repair your skin as well. So I really use this every night, but especially like when I feel like my skin is irritated in some way, this is a lifesaver. Speaking of lifesavers, the Inkey List Salicylic Acid Cleanser has genuinely saved my skin from maskne. I mean, you all know the drill by now. We have to wear masks so often now that I started to break out just a little. Not like a bunch of pimples, but I would get pimples in places I never got it before, and that's because of the mask. Like, it's stifling certain areas on my face. So this has truly helped to get into those pores and really clean them out, because that is what salicylic acid does. And it also says it helps reduce blackheads and breakouts. This has kept my skin clear all year. I've recommended this so much on TikTok especially, and people have told me they bought it and it literally changed their skin for the better. So I definitely, and also I forgot to mention, it's like $10 or something, but I'm telling you, you need to have this cleanser. It is perfect for all skin types, and it's super gentle, no fragrance, just amazing. Another affordable find is the Good Molecules Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I have used the Ordinary's Hyaluronic Acid Serum for years, and when I tried this, I literally just threw out the other one. Well, I mean, I finished it, but I will never repurchase another affordable hyaluronic acid besides this one. And I even got this jumbo size this year, and I am so grateful. This is like 2.5 ounces compared to like the little 1 ounce that we get. I run through that like in a month, so I have this to like last me at least 2 to 3 months. This one does not pill, it's not sticky, it's not heavy on my skin. It just absorbs and provides that hydration that my skin needs. It is the best affordable hyaluronic acid on the market for sure. I'm sure this would come as no surprise to you because I have ranted and raved about this product so much. This is the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Dewdrops. Now, I honestly don't use this as like skincare because I do love my Ordinary niacinamide serum because it's super affordable and it works for me. But this one, I actually use this as makeup prep, so it's like skincare under my makeup. This leaves the perfect glowy base for my makeup. You all know I live for a dewy, luminous, radiant look, and this gives all of the vibes, and I just love the fact that I know it's provided skincare benefits beneath my makeup. But I mean, you can totally use this as your niacinamide serum, but I'm just not that bitch, okay? I like to be on a budget, but this under makeup has been a game changer for me this year. Moving on to a product that's more on the luxury end of the spectrum. This is the Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment. I know this is hella pricey. I did receive this in PR through Octoly, but I will repurchase this when it's finished. I have like a third of the bottle left again, but this is the best exfoliant I've used on my skin in terms of like resurfacing kind of exfoliant. This, oh my gosh, it says that it clarifies, it provides radiance and younger looking skin, and I'm telling you it does. The first time I tried this, like the next morning when I woke up, I was just like, who this in the mirror? Because I was just, my skin looked totally renewed, and that is exactly what lactic acid does. It helps remove all of those dead skin cells like overnight, and I honestly think this has changed the game for me. My skin looks more plump, it looks more dewy, and it just like literally the best acid or resurfacing treatment I've tried yet. Jumping into fragrances, this was one of the hardest categories for me this year because I played around with so many fragrances because I'm very much into layering my fragrances right now, but I narrowed it down to 2 just for, you know, for the sake of keeping this video at a reasonable length. The first one is the Dossier fragrance. This is Ambery Saffron. This is definitely my signature fragrance. I use this so much, like sometimes I would spray this to sleep. This is how much I love it. Like I just want to be engulfed in this fragrance just like all day, all night. It is so addictive. Dossier has genuinely become one of my favorite fragrances, and I really wanted to place an order and order like a bunch, especially over the Black Friday sales and even the Boxing Day sales, which was amazing. But I didn't because I genuinely need to use up some of these mini fragrances that I have, and I know if I buy these I would keep using them and then they would just go bad, and I'm not trying to be that girl. I'm not trying to be wasteful. But I definitely think in 2021, 2022, good lord, next year I will be making some more purchases of these. Even though this one was gifted, I do want to buy a lot more from them because I genuinely love the brand and I love what they stand for. I think they are an amazing company. So definitely next year we're gonna see some Dossier on this channel. And the last fragrance is the Kayali Utopia Vanilla Coco. Clearly this is love. Like I use this so much. Like it got to the point where I wanted to hide this from myself because I have been reaching for it so much. This is the classic vanilla coconut fragrance, but I still feel like it has a kind of earthiness, a kind of mature note to it. I don't know how to describe this, but yes, it's like vanilla cocoa. It's like, if you know the fragrance Rare Gold, I'm sure you might know that, especially if you live in Trinidad. Let me know if you think they smell alike because I genuinely think it does. It's just like this one is much more luxurious. but I love this thing so much, especially if you layer it with like sweet diamond. I layer it with citrus as well. All of the Kayali fragrances, to me, like when you layer them together, they just smell amazing. But this one on its own, yeah, I can totally rock this. I actually think next year I might buy the bullet and buy the large size because I'm obsessed. And I know you're probably so confused, like, have no makeup in this video. I'm getting to it after I share these right here. These are the Kenzie Beauty Presson Nails. I am wearing this set right now. This is from their new collection, the Jewel collection. They came out with this like bling set. You all need to check out this Jewel collection, and it's like under $50, which is friggin' amazing. But look at this set. This one is called Fab. This looks so bougie, so expensive. This looks like something I would take to my nail tech to actually design and get done. But I mean, if I can get it for less than $50, hello, come on. And it's such good quality. It's so pretty and it looks so bougie. So I have truly enjoyed Kenzie Beauty Nails. They have been a lifesaver during this year for me because I'm not visiting any salons and stuff. So Presson Nails for the win. Now I'm diving into makeup, and the first product I have to shout out is our local brand Krysta G collection. This is her aesthetically pleasing palette. I did a dedicated review on this palette. I will try to leave the videos that I shared reviews on these products in the description box down below. But this, I was so blown away by the quality of this palette. Like, everything about it was just so freaking good. The packaging, the colors, it's so well thought out, and I mean the pigment is there. The way these blend, I feel like I reach for this more than any of my other high-end palettes, especially within the last couple of months. Like, it's honestly kind of unbearable the way I've been reaching for this. Like, I dig into the shade Minimal. You see this? You see how ratchet this shade is? Everything about this palette is just pure beauty, and I know she put a lot of hard work and dedication into it, and the quality shows it. I am so in love with this. I have one more eyeshadow palette, and I'm sure majority of y'all guessed it already. This is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 3 palette, which again I have a dedicated review on. But these multi-chromes and holographic powders, the gels, literally is the most unique palette in my collection. It's super pricey, I know, but it was worth it to me. I mean, just look at the shifts of these 3 shades right here, these multi-chromes. I mean, it's insane. These are literally what saved like my love for makeup this year, because I was so excited for the palette. It's so different and unique. It got my creative juices flowing again, and I would totally recommend, if you like feel bored with makeup, try out these multi-chromes from Danessa Myricks. And I saw that she also launched some new what do you call it, monochromatic, is it monochromatic is the word, or multi-chrome, that's the word, multi-chrome eyeliners and flakes and all of that. But everything is like sold out every time I check her website, so next year for sure. And lastly, for eyes, I am sure you would have guessed the Chaos Makeup multi-chrome pigments. I know I wasn't a fan of the packaging, but the actual pigments in here are freaking insane. I use these almost every time I do my makeup now, and I have no regrets spending $21 US each. Hella expensive. It hurt my damn belly, but they are totally worth it. These are so pretty. Again, it's like kind of like the Danessa Myricks palette. It just got my creative juices flowing again. It just got me so excited for eyeshadows again, because I am tired of the same bland eyeshadows, aka Colourpop. But I mean, those definitely are some of my favorites. Speaking of eyes, well, eyebrows, my #1 pencil this year has been the Revolution pencil in the shade dark brown. This fine tip has changed the makeup game for me. It's what I have on my brows right now. It is the best. It's super cheap. I love this little brow pencil. They have so many shades. I would totally recommend them. Sticking with the eyes, this Kohl liner from our local brand Highlight Contour and More. I did a dedicated review on these products. This is their Kohl liner in the shade Pure Black. The way I have been using this pencil, like, I need to sharpen it. It is the creamiest Kohl liner I've ever used. It's stays on, which is very important for me because I have very sensitive watery eyes, so a lot of eyeliners don't last very long on me. Some of them don't even apply because my eyes tear up so much, but this one defeats them all. I know it's more on the pricier side, but I don't mind investing in this because it's what works best for me, and also we supporting local, so hell yeah. I have one more eye product, and it's some lashes from INV. This is their 3D collection. I bought this in Wonderful Wool. This is in the style 112. This has so much dimension to it. I have been wearing it for the last couple of YouTube videos, even like on TikTok as well. These are so fluffy, but when I tell you lightweight, like honestly when I bought them I was kind of scared that the band would be too heavy and that would make my eyes water, but I'm telling you, this is so incredibly lightweight. Like I already want to go out and purchase another one of these packs because I used up one already and I did wash it, so it's totally fine, back to brand new. But I am obsessed with this lash set now because even though it's like very sexy and fluffy and voluminous, it doesn't hide my eyeshadow, and that is a big issue I have with other lashes that I own. They tend to hide my wing, or my wing hides them, or it just blocks out the eyeshadow when I want a dramatic look. This one gives me the dramatic effect without hiding my eyeshadow. In fact, it just makes me feel more girly and more sexy. Definitely check out this style. I'm down to complexion products now, and I've narrowed them down to like one per category. And I know you'll probably think for foundation it's something super expensive, something so crazy and insane, but it's actually the Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation. If I could buy one foundation for the rest of my life, or if I had one foundation to use for this entire year, it would have been the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation from Colourpop. This is, well, a hydrating foundation, so it's like dewy, it gives a luminous finish, but it's not greasy, it's not oily, it's not heavy on the skin, it doesn't emphasize texture. It literally is one of the best foundations I've tried, period. Not just hydrating, whatever, just period. It is so long wearing as well. Like I find even when I set this with powder especially, it wears for a very long time, but it still maintains that dew and that glow beneath it. This performs better than some high-end ones that I have, so I will definitely be repurchasing this in the future when it's finished because it is friggin' amazing. For the concealer, I don't believe I've shared this on my YouTube channel before, but I did share it on TikTok. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, the one that they came out with recently. When I tell you this ish is full freaking coverage, my god, it's more on the thick side. Honestly, it reminds me so much of the Charlotte Tilbury one, but this one, I don't know, it's a little more lightweight, like barely. I'm talking about like barely, but this is a couple dollars cheaper than the Charlotte Tilbury one, and they do have like that same kind of tacky feel when you're blending it out. Super full coverage, but it doesn't look cakey or heavy under the eyes. It doesn't look like, how to put it, creepy at the end of the day, because you know some full coverage concealers, like as the day progresses, they look heavy under the eyes. This doesn't do that, especially when you set it with the right powder, which I'll get to soon. This concealer, I'm telling you, if you're looking for something super full coverage but still kind of flattering under the eyes, especially if you like mature or you have a lot of fine lines under your eyes just like me, check this out. By now y'all know my favorite setting powder in the world is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, but the Too Faced peach powder in the shade Peach Whisper, this also leaves my skin super airbrushed. In fact, I think I like this a little bit more than the Huda Beauty one. What did I say? I said it. But I am having a difficult time finding the full size of this. I think it's only available on the Sephora app. I'm not sure why that is, but when I tell you, this blurs my skin. It's super smoothing. It mattifies my face without feeling heavy or like cakey and creepy. No, it's just like a smooth matte finish this leaves behind. It's so pretty, very flattering on the skin. It smells amazing, it tastes amazing too, but this powder, I'm telling you, you need to just try it. I was so skeptical in the beginning, which is why I got the mini, and I regret it. I wish I got the full size because it is such a brilliant powder. I do have one more powder, which is a very recent find and a recent favorite. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder for your under eye and face. Now I will admit I don't think I don't like the smell of it, but it is kind of weird. It smells like old crayons like we had in primary school, that kind of vibe. But the actual powder itself, I would definitely recommend setting your concealer with this powder and then going over top with like a setting powder, like a compact or a foundation powder or something, because this powder mattifies my face but it leaves like a sheen behind, so I still get that like long way, like it prolongs my makeup but it doesn't leave me dry and looking old. Because I know this is kind of controversial, but matte makeup does make you look older. It makes it look a little bit harder in my opinion, which is why I prefer like dewy illuminating kind of makeup. This one can make you look still matte but still have a sheen to the skin, so I actually used it today to set the center of my face. And I'm telling you, when I take a compact powder and just kind of dust it away or apply it over it, I know I am set for the rest of the day. My makeup is not going anywhere. This is honestly totally worth the investment. I definitely think you should try it out. I don't know if there's a mini available, but I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Again, this is another recent find, the Charlotte Tilbury bronzers. Oh child, the way I fell in love with this bronzer was honestly shocking. I have been reaching for this thing so much, it is ridiculous. I need to remind myself, bitch, this is $56, go easy. But the finish it always leaves my skin with is just so stunning that I want to keep using it. And I can already see myself just getting rid of other bronzers in my collection and reinvesting in this one because it is so smooth, buttery. The shade, the formula, everything about this I absolutely love, and it bougie was not to love. I have one more bronzer, which is another recent find. This is the Makeup by Mario sculpting stick in the shade dark. The way it is blended on my skin when I did the review, it was just mind-blowing to see how this blended out with a brush, especially when you use the brush directly on the product. I feel like I've never seen a cream bronzer blend like that before. The ones that I have in my collection, the cream ones that is, yeah, they work nice, but this one was literally the best I've tried so far for 2021. But I am sure I will be repurchasing this because it is so creamy. It literally blends itself. Like, I hear people use that phrase all of the time, but I saw it in action when I used it in that review because it was freaking like magic or something. The way this blends out, you have to try it, okay? You just have to try it. Sticking with some cream stick products, these are the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Blushes. They say you can use this for your cheeks and lips. I've personally only used it on my cheeks so far. These are incredibly pigmented, juicy, easy to blend, and they wear really long on the skin. I am so surprised with this formula. It honestly reminds me so much of the Jaclyn Cosmetics cream stick blush, but of course these cost a fraction of the price, so hell yeah, this gets in my money. I have like 3 shades, but my 2 favorites are Raspberry and Blush. If you are a brown babe, you need to get these 2 shades. They're super easy to blend, very easy to work with, and they leave your skin, like your cheeks, just extra dewy and radiant, and just you look so youthful with these blushes. I am obsessed with them. I didn't try a lot of new highlighters this year. That's because I don't need any more highlighters, but this one from Highlight Contour and More in the shade Soft Spun, it's what I have on my cheeks right now. It's on my chin, just right here. I'm telling you, if you want the most ethereal, natural looking highlight, again, supporting a local brand too. It's a little bit on the powdery side, I'm not gonna lie, but the thing is, if you want a blinding highlight, dunk your brush in this. If you don't, go in very gently. Like, I'm telling you, I barely tap my brush into this highlight just to get this sheen look right here. Like, This looks like my skin. It looks like it's coming from within. This highlight is so gorgeous. This formula is freaking amazing. And even though I don't wear makeup like to go out as much, recently I had an event and I wore makeup to the event and I used the Milk Hydro Grip Mist, and my makeup still came off. Like, it transferred to my face mask. It was honestly embarrassing, but because I had to take off my mask for a second. But I'm telling you, if I use the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, that is not going to happen. This I have seen, I've tried it. I actually forgot to film it, but I'm telling you, this setting spray locks in your makeup, like, but it doesn't leave a flat matte finish, which is the issue I have with matte setting sprays. They leave you flat and they leave you looking kind of dry, like overly dry. Like, yes, I get it, I want my makeup to last, but at the same time I don't want to look hard, you know. So this, I used it today. My skin still looks dewy, it still looks hydrated, healthy, you know. But this, I'm telling you, if you are looking for mask proof or with minimal transfer, because I don't know about this thing where makeup do transfer. If you want minimal transfer, try this setting spray. I'm down to a couple of lip products, and the first one is the Colourpop Truth or Dare Lip Liner Vault. I literally ran to their website when this was launched, and they also came out with another set. I can't remember the name, but it's like a kind of red one, like berry shades in there. I got those two because Colourpop lip liners are honestly the best. They're so creamy, they're long wearing. There is literally no reason for me to be buying like high-end lip liners. You all know I don't do that. We don't do that here. All right, but these are so good. I have been using them so freaking much. It's honestly ridiculous the way I have been using Colourpop lip liners. Like, I love them so much. And by now, if you have not tried Rare Beauty's Lip Souffle in the shade Fearless, you're missing out on life. Okay, this is the perfect rich brownish nude. Like, it's this kind of terracotta brown. It's so gorgeous, especially on brown skin, but I have seen this been used on like lighter skin tones, deeper skin tones, and it is just so flattering. It's one of those universal shades that you just have to try, you just have to have in your collection because it's like a staple. I have the mini of it and I invested in the full size. You all know when I buy mini and invest in full size is because it's damn good. The final lip product is the Makeup by Mario lipstick. I know it's a recent find, but I genuinely fell in love with this formula. It's so thin and lightweight, very comfortable on the lips, but I don't know why I did this because I'm not wearing it today. But this, I'm telling you, the formula is friggin' just comfortable. That's the best way I can describe it. I've never tried a matte formula that is as comfortable as this, yet lightweight. It's thin, but when I tell you crazy pigmented, I definitely will be buying a few more shades of these next year. And that is it for my beauty favorites of 2021. I do hope you guys like this video. Make sure to give me a big thumbs up if you did, and comment down below what are some of the products that you enjoyed throughout the year. I would love to hear your feedback. And I just want to take this opportunity now to thank you guys again for your support. I appreciate every single one of you, and I just want to wish you all a very happy and prosperous new year in 2022. And don't forget, if you are not yet, to make sure you are subscribed to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. I can't wait to see you guys in the new year. Be safe, have fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye.